Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Salong, and my group members are Ahmed, Rohid, and Omkar. So today we are gonna consider and discuss about organizational governance and legislation. And according to this topic, we are gonna talk about organizational structure and corporate governance and legislation of HSBC Bank. And it will highlight some various aspects of corporate governance and its impacts of the organizational success. Thus, we are suggesting some recommendations to improve the performance of HSBC Bank. Okay, so let's move on to the brief information about the bank, which is called like Hong Kong Singapore Banking Corporation, and it was founded in 1865 by Thomas Sutherland. And now the bank is operating in 67 countries through its 3,800 branches. And the operation is divided into 4 segments. There are commercial banking, global banking and marketing, global private banking, and retail banking and wealth management. So the fundamental sector in organization is its legal requirements, and legislation within a corporate is rules and duties which integrates the diversity of interests. Thus, the legislation enables to set the integrated corporate vision. The board of HSBC Bank aims to promote long-term success and deliver sustainable value to its shareholders. The key legislation areas of HSBC Bank are company law, employment law, and anti-money laundering and anti-corruption legislations. And according to the rules of anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing in 2006 and 2007, HSBC Bank set regulations to its policy and principles. And also, as a globally oriented bank, in order to maintain the transparency and develop anti-corruption law, HSBC Bank implements global policies, including UK Bribery Act, the USA's Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, and the Hong Kong Prevention of Bribery Ordinance. But there's always some facts occur, which is Huang in 2015 states that in 2012 HSBC Bank failed to deliver effective anti-money laundering regulations. So we just suggest some recommendation in that topic. And the next one is we need to talk about some governance theories. And governance is considered as a set of rules and regulations of operation of an organization. And corporate governance is mainly designed for balancing the interest of various shareholders of the organization, such as their managers, employees, and its customers. It helps to shape the behavior of the organizational members and to achieve the goals of the organization. And the theories of governance are divided into 4 parts. The first one is agency theory, which is highlighted the distinction between the owner and agents of the organization. And the second one is the stewardship theory. It has stated the managers and executives and the stewards of the organization. And the third one is resource dependence theories. This theory has stated board as a resource provider, and executives are the achievers of the organizational goals. And the final theory is stakeholder theory. This theory highlights the importance of employees, clients, managers as stakeholders of the organization. So let's move back to the next one, and my group member Rohit will continue this part.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Rohit. The next slide is key functional strategies, and that is divided into mainly 4 parts. That is communication strategy, finance strategy, audit strategy, and legal strategy. In first, finance strategy. Finance policies are designed on the basis of the financial infrastructure of the country being operated in. And the internal audit strategy, a team of auditor has been hired in all the branches to do the internal audit in the regular basis. And the next is communication strategy. In communication strategy with different branches and robust financial products. And last one is the legal strategy. Legal infrastructure is considered while designing the organization for a particular country, being the policies of nation across the globe different in terms of financial policies. The next key functional strategies are divided into 4 categories as well, and that is marketing strategy, risk strategy and planning strategy, human resource strategy. In marketing strategy are designed on the basis of social structure of the specific country. And risk strategy, it plays close attention to the emerging threat of the global market. Human resource strategy, mainly the health relation with the finance and foreign employees. And in last, marketing strategy, that is designed on the basis of social structure of the specific country. Next is key controversies. First is money laundering in 2013. HSBC has been accused for using fake receipt and dummy accounts by Argentina taxing authorities. Next is US Senate investigation. In the year 2012, US Senate committee has claimed that HSBC is associated with money laundering. Next is $3.5 billion currency scheme in 2016. At that time, 2 executives of HSBC were being accused fraud. Next is Forex scandal. In Forex scandal, HSBC was asked for fine from UK and US government in 2014. And next is labor and Euribor. HSBC was fined for manipulating Euribor rate. And next is deforestation. In deforestation, the organization has accused various campaigns of deforestation. Next is Gaddafi regime in Libya. The bank was associated with Gaddafi and it has accused for misguiding the government. Next is heavy-handed application of money laundering rules. In 2014, HSBC was refusing its consumer to withdraw heavy amount of money from bank without third-party letter. And next is payment processing failure in 2015. This has left thousands of people without salary at the end of the month. That was the vast mistake of HSBC. And the next is key initiative taken. In key initiative taken, first of all, that regulatory framework and supervision. A refined regular framework to be placed and to avoid distorted incentives. Supervisor and regulator need to have the incentive and resources to look hard and deep at possible flaws in the risk management system of the institution they oversee. Next is financial sector reform agenda. In reform agenda must be focused on all four key pillars of financial system stability: sound regularity, effective supervision, good governance, and risk management in financial institution, appropriate resolution framework. Next is reputation risk loss. In that, a reputation can be difficult to control or change at the moment. Consumers are not forgiving many of the companies that were front and center during the economic crisis. And effective financial model. A strong financial model can properly identify the associated risk on investment and its migrating factor considering the market dynamic. And the last is capacity build-up. In capacity, the capacity build-up to absorb the risk by its size, diversification, and finance. And next slide, my friend will represent here.
Hi everybody, myself Ahmad, and I am going to explain about corporate governance and its impact on HSBC. Commitment towards the organization, sustainability, use of new and different ideas and cultures, connected with the community, customers and regulators, empowering others. Corporate governance in today's world is consumed to be one of the key players which help the organization to strike and attain a gaining edge over their competitors. Few of the corporate governance initiatives which are have been followed by HSBC. Commitment towards the organization. Commitment is a key word in HSBC rulebook. The organization leaders of HSBC make sure that all the organizational members are committed towards the organization and its goal. It increases team spirits among the organizational members and motivate employees to work together to achieve common organizational goals. Sustainability. The organization leaders maintain sustainability in the organizational performance and activities. It helps them to earn the trust of local community. They design their policies as per the social structure of the country. Recently, HSBC authority has announced to reduce carbon emission from all of the activities to avoid the harmful impact of global warming and use of new and different ideas cultures. HSBC always comes new and creativity ideas. They allow their employees to participate in the organizational decision making process. It increases the particular of the organizational member in the organization activity. Employee feels free to share their views, opinions with the leaders with strength of bonding between them. And connected with the community, customer and regulations. The organizational management maintain healthy and interactive relation with the stakeholder of the organization. It increases the organizational transparency level. The leaders and empowering others. The leader empower other members of the organizational by sharing experience ideas. It motivates employees to perform efficiently and to achieve the common organizational goals. Recommendations. In order to improve the organizational performance, the leader of HSBC need to include risk assessment policy in the organizational rule book to identify the merging traits of the industry. As per the report, rival companies like Citigroup are giving traits of HSBC. The leader must keep their eyes on the activities of the rival companies to avoid future risks. They can hire one risk management team and assess emerging traits. This will be the beneficial for the organizational goals. As per the report, there is a lack of promotional activities in HSBC which does not allow the organization to promote the brand name. HSBC need to enhance its marketing strategies and techniques to promote the brand name in large scale. The organizational leaders must incorporate a new rule within the organizational rule book to monitor organizational activities often. Law prevents and reduce risk. Thus improving both international and domestic laws help to build an integrated vision of reach the corporate goal. Encourage whistleblowing in order to decrease and detect the misconduct within the organization. It is recommended for every person related to firm to meet the requirement of anti-money laundering regulation to prevent and detect any money laundering process. And the conclusion. HSBC is operating successfully within 67 countries from all across the world. The efficient skill of leader, their ability to design effective strategies for different countries have ensured a bright future of the organization. As the governance plays vital role in organizational growth, it can be concluded that by incorporating innovative marketing rules, risk assessment policy and performance review policy within the organizational rule book, HSBC authorized will be able to perform in efficient number. And these are my references of HSBC. Thank you very much.